Criticism, though often uncomfortable, is one of the most powerful catalysts for personal and professional growth. Learning to accept and use constructive feedback can help us build resilience and improve our skills over time. Not all criticism is equal. Some feedback is meant to be helpful, offering specific insights and solutions, while other criticism can be vague or even malicious. The key is distinguishing between the two. Rather than reacting defensively, take time to listen, reflect, and evaluate whether the critique holds value. Understanding the motivation behind criticism is essential. Some feedback comes from people who genuinely want to see us grow, while others may be influenced by jealousy or personal insecurities. By staying objective, we can extract the most useful lessons and discard negativity. Our first instinct is often to defend ourselves, but by resisting this urge and instead actively listening, we show emotional intelligence and maturity. Ask clarifying questions, take a deep breath, and reflect before responding. This simple shift in mindset can turn uncomfortable moments into opportunities for transformation. Proactively seeking feedback is another key to long-term growth. Instead of waiting for criticism to come our way, we should actively ask for insights from mentors, colleagues, and trusted peers. Normalizing feedback allows us to continuously improve and cultivate a resilient, growth-oriented mindset. Embracing criticism as a growth tool is a skill that takes time to develop. The key is to shift from seeing feedback as a threat to recognizing it as a stepping stone to improvement. One of the most effective ways to handle criticism is to stay composed. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to absorb the feedback. Responding with curiosity rather than defensiveness opens the door to valuable insights. When faced with difficult feedback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I apply it to become better? Reframing criticism in a constructive way allows you to gain clarity and take positive action. Another essential strategy is to surround yourself with people who provide honest and constructive feedback. Seeking guidance from mentors, colleagues, or coaches helps create a support system that fosters continuous learning and self-improvement. Lastly, remember that growth is a journey, not a destination. Learning to handle criticism with resilience and an open mind leads to greater confidence, adaptability, and long-term success. By making feedback a natural part of your development, you'll unlock your full potential and continuously strive for excellence. Mastering the ability to transform criticism into growth is a skill that separates those who thrive from those who stagnate. The key is to embrace feedback as a tool for continuous self-improvement rather than as a personal attack. One practical strategy is to document feedback and track progress over time. Keeping a journal of constructive criticism allows you to identify patterns, measure growth, and refine your approach to personal and professional challenges. It's also important to express gratitude for valuable feedback. Even when criticism is difficult to hear, acknowledging the effort someone took to provide it builds positive relationships and fosters a culture of learning. Remember, feedback is a gift, one that provides a mirror for self-reflection and an opportunity for refinement. By actively seeking, embracing, and applying constructive criticism, you build resilience, adaptability, and the confidence to continuously improve. Ultimately, those who view criticism as a stepping stone to growth will always be ahead. By shifting our perspective, welcoming feedback, and taking action, we unlock our full potential and set ourselves on a path toward long-term success.
Transforming criticism into growth requires patience and a mindset shift. Rather than fearing feedback, see it as an opportunity for refinement. The most successful individuals and leaders actively seek feedback, using it as a tool to sharpen their skills and decision-making. An essential practice is detaching emotion from criticism. When we separate our self-worth from feedback, we become more open to learning. Instead of taking criticism personally, focus on the specific behavior or skill being evaluated. This objectivity leads to constructive self-improvement. Additionally, learning to reframe criticism positively can be empowering. Instead of viewing it as a negative judgment, see it as guidance toward improvement. Every piece of well-intentioned feedback provides a chance to become better and more adaptable. Finally, Developing resilience is key. Not all feedback will be delivered kindly or fairly, but learning to extract value from all forms of criticism, whether constructive or harsh, builds mental toughness. Those who embrace this process emerge stronger, more skilled, and more confident in their abilities. By continuously seeking growth through feedback, we cultivate a mindset of lifelong learning. The ability to transform criticism into an opportunity for self-betterment is a defining trait of those who achieve lasting success. Receiving criticism can be emotionally challenging, but how we respond determines our growth. Instead of reacting defensively, practice active listening. Let the critic express their thoughts fully before responding. This not only fosters understanding, but also allows you to extract meaningful insights from their feedback. Once you've listened, take time to reflect. Ask yourself, what is the core message behind the criticism? Is there truth to it? What can I learn from it? Evaluating criticism objectively helps separate helpful insights from emotional noise. When criticism is valid, create an action plan for improvement. If the feedback highlights weak communication skills, for example, consider practicing public speaking, refining writing techniques, or seeking mentorship. Concrete steps make growth measurable and achievable. But not all criticism is valid. Some feedback may be based on bias, misunderstanding, or negativity. In such cases, respond professionally and, if needed, respectfully disagree. Choosing which criticism to act on and which to disregard is key to maintaining confidence while still embracing growth. A strong growth mindset involves continuously seeking feedback. Instead of waiting for unsolicited criticism, ask mentors, colleagues, and trusted friends for constructive insights. This proactive approach not only accelerates development, but also normalizes the process of feedback as a tool for progress. By doing so, you build resilience, emotional intelligence, and a commitment to lifelong learning.